Hey there, everyone. Welcome to CC After Hours. My name is Nick, and I'm here presenting you guys with the first episode of Alan Wake. For those who don't know, Alan Wake was originally an Xbox 360 game that came out in 2010 after being after being in development for such a long time, and the first time it was announced was, I want to say, in E3 2005 with a video, either just before or after the launch of just before or just after the launch of the Xbox 360. So either in E3 2005 or E3 2006, and it was one of the first next gen games that was really shown off. And the worst thing is that it took such a long time for it to come out that by the time it finally did, it didn't do as spectacularly as Microsoft hoped, just by the fact that it was lauded when it was first shown off. So here we go. We'll play and let's watch it.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're anti. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. I'd seen the hitchhiker too late. Suddenly, his body was gone.
Episode 1.
I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly stay on my feet.
Oop, gotta change the controls. That's what I need. Yeah, I'm Southpaw. Oh, it would have done it for me. So, Alan Wake is developed by Remedy Games, or Remedy Entertainment. Remedy Entertainment was known at this time for the Max Payne series, the first two games.
I had to go to the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
This misting poster. Oh, this looks so much better than the... Yeah, this looks so much better than the Xbox 360 version. Wait, I think there was something there. Haha, yes. There it is.
The bridge had collapsed. I'd have to find another way to the lighthouse.
Coffee thermos. Yeah, so one of the weird things in this game is you can collect coffee thermoses. I'll talk a bit more about that when we get into the actual story. Whoa.
You don't even recognize me, do you, Ryder? You think you're God? Ugh. You think you could just make up stuff? Ugh. Play with people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama?
Crap.
Ugh. You're in this story now, and I'll make you suffer.
Fuck.
You're a joke. There would be a single readable sentence in your books if it wasn't for your editor. You'll never publish another one of your shitty stories, 'cause I'm gonna kill you. It's not like your stories are any good. Not like they have any artistic merit. You're a lousy writer. Cheap thrills and pretentious shit. That's all you're good for. Just look at me. Look at your work.
Ooh, okay. Ah, all the lights are going out.
You missed your deadline. Damn.
Ah.
You can't stop me.
Ah.
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
How does it feel to die by the hands of your own creation?
Yeah, run. Sprint.
It's weak, it's me. I'm Stewart, remember? Quickly, get inside. There's no time to lose. Oh no! Stop! No! Damn it, die! No! No! No!
I was trapped. There was no way out.
Here we go.
Oh, the cabin was a death trap. I had to get out.
Oh!
Follow the light.
You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there. Well done. I have something important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
Follow my light. I entered your dream to teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. This way. There's no time. You must follow me now. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the Dark Presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light. Turn your flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away. You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun.
Now you'll die.
Good. You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
In the nightmare, a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
You made me this way, and now I'm gonna kill you.
Hey, look, in the distance, a thermos.
This is it.
Up. Where do I go? There we go. Light. Ooh. Okay, let's go.
You did just like me.
Okay, so now we'll use the flare gun. Takes out a group pretty quickly. Go! Oh no.
Keep this up forever.
Run, run. Must get Thermos.
Alan, wake up. Shh, baby. Just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
Bright Falls, very reminiscent of Twin Peaks.
Let's act like we're on vacation. Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want a shot of you with the town in the background.
Sure. I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear. Hi.
Hello there. You picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
You have a lovely wife, if you don't mind me saying. I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I could get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be discreet. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And I see you made a friend. That's cute.
Right. Yeah?
Hey, bestseller, how's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah, we just got here.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. I'm just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car.
I want to see if there are any thermoses first. Is that a weird person who wants to check for thermoses everywhere?
Damn yuppies.
Nice.
Come on, Slowpoke. You get the full service here. I've made all the arrangements. I drive the car. I'll even carry the bags. All you have to do is drag your cute butt into the car and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, sounds like you've got a lazy bastard for a husband.
Yeah, but I got a thing for him. Come on, you lazy bastard. Let's go.
Alright. No thermoses.
We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes?
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake. Alan Wake. Oh, God! I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all your books. I got the cutout from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
Keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you.
Okay, so...
Try the coffee. Just don't blame me when you fall in love, 'cause it'll break your heart when you have to leave.
Rusty here is no longer human. Nothing but black coffee under a thin layer of skin.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
I must have that thermos.
Are you staying long, Mr. Wake?
I have to go the other way.
Can't believe it. I'm having a conversation with Alan Wake.
Not really a conversation.
Do me a favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious? Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable.
I forgot about the song in this game.
You put the lime in the coconut, drink them both up.
Just because we're brothers,
It does
don't
that.
think I
Get
won't
stuck.
murder you
Yeah,
in your
you
sleep.
need to give it a good solid whack.
Okay.
Yes, that's my favorite tune. Coconut.
Shut your mouth, you demented has-been. If I had my hammer, I'd shut it for you. Jeez.
Now that's what I'm talking about, yes!
This is it. I've died and gone to hell.
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find
You don't wanna
Stuckey,
die,
to get the
do
key
you?
and get out as soon as
Worse.
possible. The waitress was giving me a headache.
He didn't
Overeager fans
listen.
always did.
I like her. Instead of being the log lady, she's the lamp lady.
That she should change the bulb. This is what happens when you get sloppy.
Leave you in the men's room, I guess?
Hello? Mr. Stucky?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
No, not creepy at all.
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring.
Here's Lamp Lady again.
You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark. This really ought to be fixed. And then I must remind Sarah to change the lights at the station. It's been too long already.
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Splendid, splendid! Damn hernia. It swells up like a balloon if I lift anything heavier than a spoon. Yeah, splendid, splendid. It's been a long time, Tom. Good to see you.
Hey, the Andersons, they're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Yeah, those guys come back. They're part of the game later.
I'll be heading back to work as soon as Dr. Hartman gets here, Rose. Oh, but I'm not looking forward to the poison we have at the Park Cafe. Now this is what...
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Alan Wake, the sudden stop.
I had the keys. Alice was outside. Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
That diner was a real nut house.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Pat Manning here on PBF.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years. Not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while, see those stars winking down at you. It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way.
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right. Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
I know. I'm okay.
Alice had a phobia. The fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
Yeah, those ravens aren't in any way scary. Oh, look, a whole tree of them.
It's dark in there. We need lights. Can you figure out how to get the power on, honey?
Sure thing. I'm on it. Hello? Anyone here?
I don't even be there. Thermos. Deerhead, nice.
For a moment, the oppressive feel of the nightmare I had seen on the ferry returned. Damn. I needed to get the power running in the cabin. There had to be a fuse box or a generator somewhere on the island.
That's not weird.
The cabin looked like a time capsule from the 60s, or even earlier.
1970. Maybe later.
The Deerfest guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one on the ferry. A famous artist, no less. We'll see if we can rope him into an interview later on. Now let's go to the phones. Caller, you're on KBF-FM.
Hi, Pat. It's Rose.
Why, hello, Rose.
Uh-oh.
What's on your mind?
I know who that famous artist was. It was Alan Wake, wasn't it? He's my favorite writer.
Well, Rose,
I just saw him at the diner. Oh, I am so excited he's here.
I'm sure he's glad to be here, too. Well, folks, I guess the secret's out. This is Pat Maine on KBF-FM. And now, some music.
Great. So much for keeping a low profile. The water was clear but dark. It looked very deep.
Alright, let's try and find that generator. Or fuse box.
A shoebox filled with books by Thomas Zane sat on the shelf. I'd never heard of him before.
The power cable goes to that shed over there.
An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
The lights are on! Good work, honey. I'll freshen up a bit and start settling in.
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
The island had once been the site for a love story. Maybe it would be that again.
Yep.
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here.
Alice? Honey?
Alan, I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
Well, hello there.
I'm not the surprise. It's in the study. Go take a look.
Okay.
Surprise!
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past...
Damn it, Alice, everyone
Hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists. Maybe...
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not... Alan? Alan?
Just don't! I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice! God damn it! I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through. Damn it. Alice? Alice? Alice!
The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out.
Oh, look at the
Alice,
ravens.
I'm coming!
Oh.
It's all right, I'm coming! What the hell? Alice? Alice? Oh no!
Keep going.
Wake up.
Alice? Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
Stuckies.
The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
Okay, so as you can probably tell, Alan Wake is weirdly inspired by a lot of things. Mainly, Alan Wake is kind of a Stephen King-esque character. Essentially, he's a thriller writer who writes a whole lot of books, just like King. But the game is very much inspired by a lot of TV. Like as you saw, it's at episode 1 when we started. And it's very much reminiscent of Twin Peaks, including the diner.
Is someone there? The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night. Departure by Alan Wake. The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
So, among other things, you end up collecting, at least trying to collect, missing pages from that manuscript throughout. So, just like I've been looking for thermoses, I've started looking now for all those sheets of paper that are going to be lying around. Yeah, and you could find a couple that are only in Nightmare difficulty mode. So we're never going to find those. Because I refuse to play Nightmare mode. This game isn't even the worst horror game, but I'm spooked by it.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
Oh, I love the level design in this game.
Yeah, the lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
This is not going to be fun. So yeah, one of the reasons why I thought playing Alan Wake again would be interesting was because I've been playing a lot of episodic games recently, specifically Life is Strange I've been playing and really loving. But also, last month I think, Polygon showed a really cool look at Alan Wake 2 that they got from Remedy Entertainment. And and I've just been thinking about it for the last, give or take, couple of weeks since they showed it.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
About to be in another one.
Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident. I need help. Listen, I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in...
Nightfall!
Oh, hell.
Carl Stuckey.
Pleased
to meet you. Non-refundable
reservation
deposit required. Fair and square.
Kill that guy? Yeah, he totally did. Manuscript page. Guess we'll read it.
The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter.
So I guess he's really upset that I didn't take his cabin.
Lose? Shit. The deposit. It's the latest thing.
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stucky would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
Stephen King reference. Did anyone see that subtle Energizer ad? Okay, so pick up the batteries. Pick up the batteries. Always need more.
During your trying walking, it's the latest thing. Incontestably proven health benefits let you kill one stone. You can see the
Bright Falls Sheriff Station. How may I
Hello?
Nice. Nice.
This is bad.
Oh, lovely. There's that gas station.
The bulldozer had gone over the cliff with the office. I hoped Stucky had suffered the same fate, but I wasn't planning on staying to find out.
Not in any way ominous when a door opens by itself. Or a fence.
There were more of them.
Okay, so now that guy's down. Now they're both down. Whoa!
My head pounded with the concussion. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick.
Oh, could have just done that, I guess. Oh, good job.
The dark forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
It's rabbit season.
Best thing to do in this game is to try your best to conserve batteries and bullets, so don't shoot until, you know, the darkness is taken off of them, because it'll just be a waste anyway. Manuscript page.
Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life.
Sad.
She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend.
Alright, these things are great because they'll have some cool stuff. Revolver ammo and batteries. Yeah, checkpoints that come right before an area where you cannot go back. Always a great thing.
What the hell was that? When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
Okay, let me go back around there so I can see if there's any stuff to collect. Oh!
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
Yep. I think those are manuscript pages.
Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls. He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice for several days. It could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon, but Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that, not sleeping, messed up. Barry had years of experience dealing with Alan Wake, and he couldn't ignore it. Something was wrong.
I can't wait for you guys to actually meet Barry. Barry's a really fun and weird character. Manuscripts, thermoses. How far away is the gas station? It's back there. Whoa! Where? I don't even see him. Oh, there he is. Fell in the water. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. I like the nearest light all the way up there. I gotta tell you, it's like, no, go this way. And I'm sure it's right, I just want to see what is around here. Obviously that's the right way to go then, so why is it giving me an arrow going the other way? Probably means something's there. Oh. Nice.
Taken. They're taken. Eerie hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
Nice. Batteries. Is that just batteries? Ah.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
Nope. I have as many batteries as I can possibly have. Okay. Ooh.
There was no power. There was bound to be a generator somewhere at the logging site.
That would be our generator.
With all this forestry equipment around, there had to be something I could use to reach the top.
Up. Of course. I mean, why not, right? Alright, the other guy is somewhere. There he is. He's stuck? I don't even have to shoot him if he's stuck. Oh, no. Light. So first off, heal myself and go inside and check some stuff out. Manuscript.
I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs.
Shotgun, yes. Thermos. Let's go grab it. And let's turn on this thing. Alright. Radio.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather is absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. As you listeners know, I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and it would keep you company all night long if I weren't. It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walkies.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
So ridiculous.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but just too dumb for his own good.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
You have a good night now.
I don't remember. I haven't played this game in a while, but we may actually meet Toby. Not in a good way. Oop, someone's here. Manuscript page.
At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice.
Alright, gas station isn't too far off now. Well, there's a nice big chasm.
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best dogs in the state. Belly Burster is the best with no coat. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is...
Now they're talking about dogs. Yeah, we're totally gonna meet Toby. Fortunately, there might be more than one. Oh, fun sound. There we go. Whoop. Ooh. Oh! Get out of there! Ah! 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 Yeah, that's definitely gonna happen. Okay, let's try that one more time. Oh man, I went back far.
Well,
yeah, we're not gonna listen to that again.
For a breath of fresh air and
Just not.
What a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now.
We already know Toby's coming.
Take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep.
We already read this one, so we don't need to read it again.
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best dogs in the state. Belly Burster is the best with no coat. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is...
Whoa! Ah! Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! One down. Ooh, whoa! Okay, yeah, I need to turn that generator on. Oh god. Oh, oh, come on! No, run away!
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep.
Oh, I probably didn't do any of that yet.
The weather's absolutely still.
I do it now.
The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Keep you company all night long if I weren't. It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best dogs in the state. Belly Burster is the best with no contest. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is...
Okay. This I'm gonna try staying around the generator when I'm trying to kill those assholes. Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa, whoa! Ah! Oh! Oh. Okay, where do I need to go? Oh, nice. I like. Okay, so I guess I have to go this way. Whoa! There are two of them. come on. Stop. I'm gonna go back to the light, actually, because I am dying already. Oh! Oh, come on! Alright, but at least I got the checkpoint, so I want to go all the way back. Oh. It's a good thing about having the safe haven, they just disappear after a while. But they're gonna come back because you can hear the air gets like that. There, see? 3 of them. Nice. Ah, I should not have shot. Alright, I'm going to use that one flare pellet I have. Those 3 guys. Only 1. Whoa! Nope, there's another one. I don't know where, but there's another one.